Hello and welcome to another edition of ProtoMet Tries. If you're hearing that, that means that the air conditioner is on, and that is for actually a pretty good reason, because it's a bit hot out, and this is going to be a lengthy video if you couldn't tell just from the thumbnail, because today I'm going to be taking a look at PopCorners. Specifically, I'm going to be taking a look at 5 different flavors of PopCorners. Now, I assume these are chips made of popcorn, and I'm pretty confident I've never had these. Like any of these. I've got sweet and salty kettle corn. I've got spicy queso, sea salt, sour cream and onion, and finally white cheddar. And I think I'm going to go with the kettle corn first to give this a simple try. Let's go. It smells like tortilla chips, which I suppose I should have expected given that these are supposed to be popcorn chips. But here is what one looks like on one side. The other side is concave. The bag doesn't really indicate that one side's going to be concave. Makes it look like although looking at this, it looks like maybe might just be a trait of this particular chip. Whatever. Let's try it. Well, first off, it's sweet and not so much salty. The sweet definitely is there, more prominent. And then after the initial sweetness kind of wears off, you wind up with a stale popcorn taste. These aren't bad, but they do remind me that I'm not a fan of kettle corn popcorn. I don't know. I guess the sweetness is a bit of a turnoff for me personally. Whatever. Next up, we're going to try sea salt. Maybe this will be tastier. By the way, I went with kettle corn because I figured that would be the most basic, and now sea salt was actually originally my first choice. So this is hopefully this smells like popcorn. Let's give this a try. This tastes like a lightly salted popcorn. It lacks the sweet flavor that the kettle corn had, which I like. I'm saying that I like the lack of that taste. This one's fine. It does look a little burned at places, but so does popcorn sometimes. So. This one's pretty good. This one's pretty good. the white cheddar next. Mmm. That smells like cheesy popcorn. Here's what one looks like. Again, it does have a little bit of a burn to it, but so does popcorn. And in fact, now that I'm looking at it a bit closer, I guess it does kind of end up looking like a tortilla chip, which are also called corn chips. So that may just be a part of the process of making chips made of corn. So, but I definitely see a bit of a powder on this, which is to be expected for a cheesy popcorn anything. Let's give this a try. Mmm. Mmm. Oh yeah. That's good stuff. Mmm. That tastes just like cheesy popcorn. Mmm. Oh yeah, that's good. Solid. This one's solid. I would recommend it. Next, we're going to get to sour cream and onion. I don't think I've ever had a sour cream and onion popcorn, so I'm not sure how this is gonna taste. But I do like sour cream and onion. So let's do this. Oh, that is sour cream and onion smell. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now these ones appear, I was going to say these appear to be less puffy than the others, but I guess it was just a couple of the chips towards the top that made me assume that, but this chip is fairly puffy. Fairly puffy. Let's give this a try. Not bad. Not bad. I've had better sour cream and onions, but I would still have this over the kettle corn for sure. But I do wish that the sour cream and onion flavor were a bit more bolder, as it were. I wish it popped out a bit more than it actually does. But this is pretty good. I was gonna say that it kind of masks the popcorn taste, but I guess not really. The popcorn taste is a bit there. These are fine. I'd have these again. And now finally, spicy queso. Because I assume that if this is spicy, then this is going to be last. Because I assume that if it's actually spicy, then it would probably dull my taste for any of the other flavors. So that's why I chose to do this last. Sound logic, I know. Let's go. It's got a bit of a queso-y scent to it. It's not as strong of a scent as I was expecting, though. This is what one looks like, minus, you know, the chip in the side. Give this a shot. That one's actually kind of bland. Like, it definitely has the popcorn taste, but I'm not really getting much of the queso or the spicy. And I had hoped that that would be just the first chip's problem, but this one's also, I'd say maybe a hint of a queso taste, but I certainly over anticipated the spiciness. There isn't very much spiciness to it. I think I'm getting a bit of heat now, but it's well within a tolerable range. Maybe two at once will that one had a bit more of a queso-y taste to it, but yeah, it's still not very spicy. I mean, I'm getting a little bit of heat, but it's completely tolerable. Okay, this one looks like it's just absolutely covered in this stuff. So hopefully. I won't say that these are bad. These do taste fine, but I'd say that the spicy queso taste is a bit subdued due to the popcorn, perhaps. I was expecting it to have a bit of a more nacho-y taste, but what do you do? And now I'm going to try a chip from each bag together. So we've got the spicy queso. We've got sour cream and onion. I'll leave that on top. Wish I had a camera to hang down at that. But I don't know if my editing skills are up to snuff to actually pull that off. Here's one from the white cheddar. And check to confirm. One from the sea salt. And then finally, one from the kettle corn. Here it is. Here it is. Let's see how this goes. That definitely tasted like popcorn, with a couple flavors mixed in, a bit of cheese here and there. I guess the sour cream and onion, some queso here, there. A bit of sweetness from the kettle corn. But it did taste like a handful of popcorn. Slightly buttered popcorn, I would say. Wasn't really expecting that, but popcorn nonetheless. So how would I rank these? Dead last. Not a fan. I'd say these would be second worst, because I was expecting so much more. These are solid middle ground, the third place. They're fine, but there are better flavors. Second place we get the sour cream and onion. I was a bit disappointed with how much of a saturation of the sour cream and onion taste there was, but it was an interesting flavor regardless. And then finally the winner, white cheddar. It's good. So this has been a PopCorners video. It's been fun. And now I have to eat all this stuff. So until next time, this has been me, ProtoMet. See ya.